Alright, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called The Curious Case of the Campus Corpse, 1977. I'm giving this 2 out of 5 stars. I dislike this one. Excuse me. I got heartburn from eating mashed potatoes after I was super hungry. It's kind of dry. I didn't put much sauce on it. Anyways, it's got a cool plot twist towards the end. I wasn't expecting that. The rest of the movie is pretty boring. It's described as a PG comedy on IMDb, and it gets a lot of bad reviews, rightly so. It's like a really tame television movie from the late 70s. So it's about this college kid, this curly-headed blonde guy. He's going to college where he's being recruited by this Delts fraternity, and his brother had a run-in with the Delts when he went to that college, so he reluctantly joins with this geek buddy, and the initiation ceremony is for them to run around in the forest, freezing cold, with their jock straps on and their shoes and their socks and nothing else. So they're supposed to run back to the cabin. We're way up in the mountainside, the hillside, and his geek buddy ends up breaking his leg. So he covers him up with some tree branch stuff, and he runs back down the road to the cabin where he's exhausted, and he tells the 2 Celts guys what happened. The 2 bully guys, the guys who are treating him really poorly, and this movie is called The Hazing, also, by the way, also known as The Hazing. So they go back to look for his friend, and his friend is frozen solid. They don't bother to call a doctor, they just assume that he's dead. Then they stick him in the in the school freezer, thinking that they're going to stage a ski accident later, and if his body is frozen, they won't know his time of death. So they stick in a freezer for 5 days. The curly-headed blondie guy, he's like pretending to be the dead guy, taking his tests and announcing his friend's name during the roll call. And then they go to the ski lift place. They wait for all the people to clear the ski lift area, and then they stage the fake skiing accident. His dad shows up and he says, my son never liked to ski. I want to know what's going on. And the blonde guy is like, he keeps having this nervous breakdown after all this stuff. And the way they get him to go along is they kind of say, well, I can get 40 guys at the Celts organization to say that you murdered the guy. So he plays along, and he becomes a pallbearer bear at the funeral. This is the plot twist ending, or it's towards the end. The ending is different, but it's an open casket funeral, and the stiff wakes up and he goes like this and stares at the blonde guy. He's freaking out, and it's all a big prank that they pulled. It was all staged. The kid's death and everything. They did it as part of the initiation to the CELTS organization. So the guy's all mad. He quits and transfers to a different college. That's pretty much the movie. Not much going on. No gore or anything. I was kind of surprised because it was one of those DVD distributors that I like a lot. I just can't think of the name. It's like a Blue Underground disc, but one of their competitors. I'm trying to think. Scream. Can't remember for the life of me. And I watch their DVDs all the time. They're great, but this one was pretty bad. Like I said, not much going on. No gore, no nudity. Just a boring television movie, pretty much. So disappointing, but kind of what I expected. I wasn't expecting much, in all honesty, for this particular disc. I got Cannibal Ferox, and now my expectations are way up there. Umberto Lenzi, kidding me? Yeah, this is gonna be fun to watch. So I'm gonna review that one next. Hopefully tomorrow. We'll see, but I don't think tomorrow because. Well, there's just not enough time with my son that I can watch movies. But anyways, Sunday for sure. Maybe even Saturday I'll get Cannibal Ferox. And then I got Cannibal Holocaust behind it. So I'm going to be reviewing those this weekend. Here's